Hello, Internet. Quarantined for 2 weeks. It's Sunday, so I feel like talking about the week, which lately has been not not a lot going on, except the daily reports about the situation that we all know about. I don't even want to say it because it's uh, bad. But at least um, you have time, more time on your hand, and there are stuff you do that you don't usually have the time for. So I've got some things I'd like to talk about. And for example, I've been listening to a lot of music. I mean, I always do, but these days, music is always on in the house for reasons. And today I was listening to an old record by an artist that I really love, and he it's not known to the general public, at least here in Italy, but is actually quite famous in the US and in Canada, where he comes from, and it's Gino Vannelli, and he's an artist from the 1970s. He's still working. He's still making music. Great voice, great singer, great entertainer, great songwriter, because he wrote some amazing songs. And the kind of music he made, well, at least the kind of music that I like that he made, is that kind of rock fusiony, I don't know, songwriting stuff. A big example of this is this record, my favorite by far, Brother to Brother. And this is a great record, and especially because the music is great, and he had amazing collaborators at the time. On guitar here you have Carlos Rios, amazing guitarist, and then you have Mark Craney on drums, wonderful drummer. And then you have Gino, you have his brother Joe, and the song Brother to Brother is, I mean, Appaloosa, Brother to Brother, I Just Wanna Stop. It's actually a very famous single in the US, especially. Obviously Gino is he was born in Canada, of course. He is Canadian, but his family is Italian, from Abruzzo, I guess, or something like that. And so, if you have never listened to a Gino Vannelli record, just do it, because it's great. At the end, I might, if I manage, I might put something on, something that then I will remove from this recording for obvious reasons. But great artist. So Gino Vannelli, and Brother to Brother was published in 1979 or 1978. Let me see. Brother to Brother was published in 1978. It's a great record. And then obviously, while I listen to music, I play lots of stuff including games, and I didn't have it, and I couldn't go out and buy it, so I had it through Amazon, but they were quick to deliver, and I've been playing it all week. And this game is called Star Trek Frontiers. It's not new, it's from 2016 because it was published on the 50th anniversary of the Star Trek franchise, and I love it. I mean, first of all, it's Star Trek, and some of you maybe don't know, but I'm a big Star Trek fan. I've been for many years. I used to be a member of the Star Trek Italian club and all, but then the good series stopped, and I don't even want to talk about Star Trek now because yeah, I've seen some episodes and they're flashy, they're good, but it's not Star Trek. It's another thing. It's a mix of what people like today, which is a lot of darker elements. Like the Picard series to me looks like a mix between Altered Carbon and Star Wars. I don't know, and The Mandalorian. It's the tone. It's not Star Trek, and it's good. You watch it. The plot is good. The actors are great, and lots of special effects. But it's not what I. It's not the same idea, and I don't know. It doesn't speak to me. But this does, and the game is, even if you don't like Star Trek, the game is really good. It's a deck builder game. You have to draw cards and then play them to accomplish missions, destroy enemies, conquer bases, and eventually even destroy a Borg cube, where the invaders are, and it was made by Vlada Chvátil, who is a very famous or infamous game designer, because his games are extremely complex. In fact, Star Trek Frontiers, it's a reskinning. Some people say just reskinning, but if you go in, you see there are some differences of another very famous game of his, which is Mage Knight. And obviously Mage Knight is the setting is fantasy or fantasy-ish, stuff like that. While Star Trek Frontiers, it's the theme is sci-fi, and the theme really works well in this game. I mean, I'm a fan, I know all the characters, I know all the stories really well, and I can say that each card, each character, the things they do, they are really connected to the story. If you know Star Trek, there's a logic that really feels like a thematic link with the show. Really well done. If you don't know Star Trek, the game, like any other game by this designer, it's extremely rich and replayable, because the combos, the combination that you can do there are a lot, and each time you play it, the game is different, even though the missions are always the same. Explore the galaxy, destroy the Borg, but or more or less that's what you can do solo. But it's a cooperative game, it's a competitive game, it's a solo game. You can change the mode, you can do different things, and really good. And then when I don't play games, I play music. I don't work because I still work. I've caught up with some reading, even comic books that I've got a pile of them, and I always try to read some of them, and now I've got the time. And just came to my mind that next month, April, they are going to publish a continuation of a saga that has been gaining traction lately, thanks to just like the Witcher game has been selling copies thanks to the show. There's a comic book that has been creating some movement thanks to the show, which is The Boys. Maybe some of you might have seen the Amazon, I guess, the Amazon series. It's not for kids, and the themes are rather strong, but they are nothing compared to the comic book, The Boys, the original Boys comic book, which I have here. This is number 1, straight from where is it? Over here, October 2006. And so I read the comic book when it came out, and I never thought they would make a TV series out of it, but they did, and it's not bad. Again, the comic book is even stronger in themes and heavier. In fact, funny story, that the company who is going to publish the new series, The Boys, as well as most of the series and the reprints, it's Dynamite Entertainment. But the original series, number 1, was published by Wildstorm. Now, Wildstorm was an imprint of DC Comics, and Wildstorm, they were like Vertigo. They published more mature oriented books, like for example, Ex Machina by Brian K. Vaughan, and The Authority by Warren Ellis, because Mark Millar, he made some Authority books, but for Marvel, if I remember correctly, later. Now, it was a very good imprint, and they published comic books with strong themes. But then again, if you have read the comic or you watch the show, you know, for example, that the main antagonist, the Homelander, he's really Superman, you know. So at a certain point, the DC Comics said, guys, we can't publish this. We live off comics, so no, we can't do this. So they stopped publishing it with numbers 6 or 7, and Dynamite picked it up, and it was a smash hit. So good for them. And the new series, The Boys, Dear Becky, is kind of is a continuation, because it starts 12 years later, 12 years after the end of the original run. But then there is if I understand correctly, there is a big flashback to the time where Butcher's wife, Becky, and this is, you know, Dear Becky, the title. Butcher's wife, Becky, was alive, and Butcher's was a different person. Now, if I remember correctly, what happens to Becky in the show and in the comic book is different, and I won't say anymore. But the result is the same. The way Butcher is a result of you know, what happened to his wife. So great comic book. Again, I hope this one is as good as the original, and it's going to be, because Garth Ennis, he never writes just for, for the bucks. So if he does something, he usually has something to say. So this is going to be good, probably. And so Star Trek Frontiers, good game. The Boys, The Virus, and so Brother to Brother is the Gino Vannelli's record. And let me see, I've got something to show you, so I'm gonna end this thing with some music. And if you're watching after the live stream, you're not going to see it, because I'm going to remove it for copyright reasons. But if you're interested in this particular recording, it's you can find it on YouTube. Okay, so then I'll come back after this. So this is some very good music. Gino Vannelli and the band live, Brother to Brother. Now, this is music. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in, and keep calm, play games, listen to music, do what you have to do, stay home, wash your hands, and I'll see you next time.